What's up, everybody? This is Blueprint, and welcome to another episode of Fan Questions, a video series where I answer all of my fans' questions 5 minutes at a time. Let's go.
This is a Facebook question from Matthias. The question is, what made you understand that you are extremely good at making music across different genres? I'd say the first thing that let me know I was good at it was trial and error. I put in a lot of years of work at it. I started in 2004, and this is detailed in my book, The Making of Adventures in Counterculture. It goes through the whole process. But basically, I spent 5 years studying other genres, going to other shows, going to rock shows, electronic shows, house music, indie rock. I was doing metal. I was going to all these different shows, different genres. And so that I wasn't just trying to just piecemeal it together. When I created Adventures in Counterculture, I was truly exercising everything that I was being influenced by. And by the end of that 5-year process, when the record was ready to come out, I had a great deal more confidence than I did when it started. So I would say putting in the work and then actually getting in the studio and experimenting is what gave me the confidence. And then the third thing I'd add is that my support system. I had a great support system at that time who was really giving me great feedback as to where I was going and telling me to just take it further and further. So I'd say that's really what allowed me to do it. Twitter question from JJ Syncopated. And the question is, Printmatic, do you ever have anybody read your lyrics back to you to hear them outside of a hip-hop context? I'm going to say no. And the reason for that is this. The first time I actually hear people either say my lyrics back or write my lyrics back to me, quote them, is actually through my fans when the records are out. And that's a whole different process, because prior to that, I have no idea what lines are really gonna work. I don't know what lines stick out to people. Radioactive is a perfect example. I didn't know that the last line of the song, "You're the main reason we don't turn our radios on," would resonate like it did. And I actually don't think anybody that heard the song before it knew that. That's something that you just don't know. And it might not have done that had I just sent it to somebody ahead of time. Maybe they would have told me that. But I don't know. The first time I know is when I put it out and people hear, So, yeah, I'd have to say no. I don't actually have people hear my lyrics before I do them. I just go in with confidence, record them, and just see what happens when the song's done, All right, this question is from Ingra. This is a Twitter question from Ingra, Latin 4. The question is, Printmatic, what do you think about the new resurgence of tapes and analog recording? I say this. My catalog is analog, dog. All cassette tapes. For real, you know how I feel about it. Fucking love tapes. I'm old school, man. I still got mad tapes in the crib. I fucking love them. I will say this, though. Analog recording, I love that people are embracing those techniques because one reason, the biggest flaw in the digital home recording takeover that we've seen in the industry is that most of the music has a real thin sound to it. Analog stuff, that vinyl, those tapes, it had body to it. It had just that feeling, that warmth that's missing with digital. And so digital was admitting that, and finally guys are going back to some of those techniques that gave them that big, warm, full sound. I embrace that fully. It excites me. I bought an old Yamaha mixing board about 6 months ago. I haven't used it yet, but I bought it for this exact reason, so that my future records, I can start messing with that analog sound a little bit. And I hope to break some of that out really soon. This is a Facebook question from Brendan Bosch. What inspires you to change your sound? You went from doing the normal beats, which are used in the underground, to your mind-blowing, awesome, futuristic boom bap experimental style. Man, this one right here, I would also say, I explain this whole process in my book, The Making of Adventures in Counterculture, which is on sale at printmatic.net. Please read it if you can. It's on Amazon too, the digital ebook version. But I'd say this. What inspired me to go down the path of changing my music was two things. One, it was realizing that I didn't want to be a part of the problem. I couldn't complain about hip hop if I never did anything progressive. That was the first thing. I had to be a part. If I wasn't a part of the solution, I considered myself a part of the problem. The second thing that made me go down that path was the fact that I was surrounded by all of this music anyway. The Columbus music scene is very diverse and a lot of people know each other. So what I was doing was making music that just reflected what I was doing every night, where I was at when I was going out. And I would be at a house party, and then I'd go to a metal show on Saturday, hip hop show on Friday night, and then I'd go see an instrumental rock band the next Saturday, and then I'd go to see some punk rock or electronic, and then I'd go to like a dance music night. This is all my friends in Columbus who were doing all these events, so that influenced me a lot. So that's what kind of led me down the path. There's a lot more to it, but those are at a high level. That's kind of what sent me down that path. So thanks for the question and thanks for the kind words about the music, man. Appreciate it.
Please take a quick second to subscribe to our YouTube channel by pressing the red subscribe button. Your subscription to our YouTube channel lets us know you enjoy videos like this, and it allows us to alert you when we publish new video content. Thanks for the support.